Hello students, today we can see one another important topic and it is interesting total probability theorem and Bayes theorem. First we can see total probability theorem. If B1, B2 up to etc. Bn or a set of n exhaustive and mutually exclusive events and capital A is another event associated with each I equal to 1 to n. Then the total probability of P of A is defined as summation I equal to 1 to n P of Bi into P of A by Bi. So how we can explain this theorem is B1, B2, B3 all are n exhaustive mutually exclusive events. So when you consider the square as a sample space, we can take B1, B2, B3 up to etc. like this. So B1, B2, B3, it goes like that. Here it ends with Bn. They are mutually exclusive. When you find their probability sum, it comes as yes. A is another event which is associated with each Bi. Then the total probability of this event A we can find by means of this formula. Okay, next is Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem is based on the total probability theorem only. That's why I explained the total probability theorem first. Second one, Bayes theorem. The statements all are same. If B1, B2, B3 up extra Bn or a set of exhaustive and mutually exclusive events associated with a random experiment, and capital A is another event which is associated with each Bi, then P of Bi by A has occurred already. Now A has occurred from Bi. By Bi means we can get its probability as P of Bi into P of A by Bi divided by summation overall I equal to 1 to n P of Bi into P of A by Bi. Actually, the denominator term is nothing but the total probability term only. The numerator we have to write it as corresponding to Bi. Okay, this is Bayes theorem. So we can find the total probability as well as the conditional probability by means of these two theorems. Now we can see problem based on this. I show you the screen. Here you see one problem is given. In a bolt factory, machines A, B and C manufacture respectively 25%, 35% and 40% of the total, isn't it? Of their outputs, 5%, 4% and 2% are defective. A bolt is drawn at random from the product and is found to be defective. What it is the probabilities that it was manufactured by machine A, machine B and machine C. Okay, to solve this problem, we can solve this. I open a new screen. Wait. Here it is. New screen open. For this, I take an event let D be. One second, I change its width. Pencil width, where can we take it as? Let D be the event which denotes the defective bolt. Here ABC, or we can take ABC machines producing bolts. So probability of A is 25%, it is 0.25. Probability of B is 35%, so it is 0.35 in probability, and P of C, which is also given 40%, 0.40 in probability. And the probability of getting defective bolt by machine A is 5%. Probability of defective comes from B is again same, na? 0. No, not it is 0. 0.05, 0.04, and P of D by C equal to 0.03. Now we have to find probability of the defective bolt which is taken already. What it is, the probability that it come from first machine. For that you can apply the Bayes theorem. P of A into P of D, A by D by P of A into P of B by A plus P of B. Here it is D by defective, na? Defective bolt. P of B into P of D by B into P of C into P of D by C. To substitute these all values, what is probability of A, which is given 0.25 into P of D by A 0.05 divided by 0.25 into 0.05 plus 0.35 into 0.04 plus 0.40 into 0.02. When you simplify, you get it as 0.3623. This comes by Bayes theorem. This is an important topic. Likewise, you can find the homeworks P of A by B by D and P of C by D. You please solve these two things yourself. And one another question I give for your practice. Once again I open it. This is one another problem for your practice. A bag consists of 7 red. Okay, one bag is there. It contains 7 red and 3 black marbles. And one another bag, it contains 4 red and 5 black marbles. One marble is transferred from first bag to second bag. And one ball is taken from the second bag. If the marble happens to be red, so what we have to consider here, what we have taken second trial, that means second time the ball from the second bag, find the probability that a black marble was transferred. You just take it as one another homework. You try to do this. Remaining we can see it next video. Thank you.